All right, welcome to Coffee with Markus. This is episode 74, and today I'll show you what's happening in the markets because the markets are on fire. And I want you to know what's going on. And I'll show you the pros and cons of day trading so that you know whether you should be day trading or not. And then, of course, we're going to do a deep dive. Well, does that sound good? All right. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Markus Heidkotter, and before we get started, let me give you a super quick intro why I'm doing this show. Because here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that most people who start trading expect their accounts to explode. They've seen the ads and emails that promise them to turn $2,000 into $1 million or something crazy like this. And then they start trading and they quickly realize that it doesn't work this way. So if you are sick of all the hype and empty promises that you see out there, then this show is for you, because my goal is to give you the strategies and the tools that you need to grow your account systematically, because that is the key. You see, everybody can get lucky every now and then, but being able to grow your account in a systematic and predictable way, that is the key to success in the market. So in this show here, I'll show you the tools that you need. I'll give you the trading strategies that I use, the ones that actually work, and we'll also talk about the right mindset of a trader, because that is super important. Also, in this show, it's all about the facts and real trades. Now, talking about real, I'll show you all of my trades, winning trades and losing trades, because they happen. In this show, there's absolutely no hype, just the facts, because I want you to succeed. And if all of this sounds good to you, then click on like right now or just type yes in the comments and we'll get started. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. So in the first segment here, we'll talk about what is happening in the market. And this segment is for you so that you know what's happening right now. And what is happening? Well, the markets are rocketing higher. So as you can see right now, the Dow Jones is up 0.9%. The S&P is up 0.8%. And the NASDAQ is up 1.3%. So what is happening? Well, here are the two reasons why the markets are higher today. First of all, this morning, looking at the economic calendar, we had ISM Manufacturing PMI released, and anything above 50 means expansion. So this means that apparently, according to this report, our economy is doing quite well, at least in terms of manufacturing. So that gave markets a boost. By the way, talking about the economic calendar, this week we will have the very, very important unemployment report on Friday. So on Friday, watch out, this will move the markets, because we want to see, is our unemployment still going down or what is happening here? Anyhow, so what is the other reason of why the markets are rocketing higher? Well, this is where we have to talk about Apple and Microsoft. And Apple and Microsoft today are on fire. So here you see Apple now on its pace to be a $2 trillion company. I mean, think about it. Not so long ago, there was news that Apple is a $1 trillion company, now $2 trillion. Now, as you can see, we're pulling back a little bit here right now, but still up 2.5%. Earlier, we were up more than 4%. So the other company that is making news here today is Microsoft. Microsoft up more than 5%. Why? What is happening here? Well, a little bit behind the scenes. You might have heard about this app, TikTok. It's very popular amongst teens. It's a YouTube sharing or a video sharing service. Now, it is controlled by a Chinese company, and the US government is concerned that all the user data will be used by the Chinese government against the United States. So this is where Trump on Friday said he's thinking about banning TikTok. Let me take a sip of coffee here in a moment. Now, so what's happening here? So why is that important? Well, TikTok is very popular, and this is why Microsoft said, you know what? Why don't we buy the US division of this and put some tighter controls on there? So why is Microsoft skyrocketing here or jumping more than 5% when buying TikTok? Well, Microsoft has been focusing on business to business over the past years, and now going back into the consumer area. So this is why everybody is getting excited about this. Now, as you know, we also talked about it. So Microsoft and Apple are part of the 5 biggest companies in the United States. So if Apple and Microsoft are doing well, so does the overall market. So they're just pushing the market higher here. So this is what we are seeing right now. Now, one more comment that I want to show you. Hey, last week we talked about Kodak. Remember Kodak? So Kodak, let's actually see. There we go. Kodak, KODK, is on fire. So last week it went from where? Like $2.50 all the way up to $60. And what happened when it went all the way up there? This is when Robinhood users bought it like crazy. You see, last week, this is a change over 1 week. So last week, more than 86,000 Robinhood users bought Kodak. Well, you see what's happening right now. We talked about it before. What goes up must come down, especially when you see a parabolic move like this. So jumping up from $2 to $60 right now, still more than, let's see. There we go. More than 96,000 Robinhood users still have this in their account. So not so much has changed here. And as you can see, Kodak going down. So why am I showing this to you? Because I think it's very important that you trade what you see, not what you think. And we talked about it. Everybody can get lucky every now and then, right? By catching a move like this. But you see, you got to make sure that you're taking profits, that you have a plan. And I see too many traders not having a plan. So this is why we'll talk about plans. And today we're going to talk about, is day trading right for you, right? Because day trading is very, very popular. So I want to make sure that you see the pros and cons here. All right. So good to see everybody here. Looking at all the comments. Yay, good to see you. And Bartolom says, hey, as a day trader, is 1% profit per share unreasonable? We will talk about this today. All right. So good to see you. Ron says, I day trade and I love it. You see, there are pros and cons. I just want to show it to you today so that you can make an informed decision whether this is for you or not. All right, so let's get rid of the comments. And let me just bring up here the SPX overall. Okay, good. So let's talk about it. Should you be day trading? Because these days, day trading is super popular, and there are several advantages to day trading, but there are also some challenges. And in this video, I'll show you the pros and cons of day trading so that you know exactly whether you should consider day trading or not. So let's jump on the screen and let's actually bring up my handy dandy notepad. As you can see, I already prepared a little bit the pros and cons. So let's talk about the pros of day trading. Well, first of all, what does it mean to day trade? Day trading means that you're opening and closing a position within a day, often within minutes. I mean, that's what most day traders do. When I'm day trading, I'm typically holding a position anywhere between 3 and 20 minutes. So that is very typical for day traders. So what are the pros of day trading? Well, first of all, it is fast and you will see instant results. And what do I mean by instant results? Well, within a few minutes, you already know whether you're right or wrong, because either the trade moves in your direction and you'll be able to make a profit, or it moves against you. So anyhow, at the end of the day, after you have done some day trades, you already know how well you're doing, right? I mean, you don't have, and this brings me to number 2, you don't have an overnight risk. Whatever you realize by the end of the day is in your account. So therefore, the results are more instant. Consider swing trading. You see the way how I swing trade? I'm in a position typically between 5 and 20 days. So this is where you need to give the trade some time to develop. And so this is where you will see some ups and downs throughout the day, and you don't see these instant results that you see with day trading. Also with the overnight risk, I mean, as you know, right now markets are moving crazy, and some people love it not to have overnight risk because you don't know where the markets will open this morning. Let's take a look at this right now. So here today, as you can see, the markets were opening higher. And if you look at stocks like Kodak, for example, that suddenly opened way higher overnight, or another one like ADT, right, which opens with a huge gap. Now, gap can work in your favor as well as against you. Let me give you an example of one that might be working against you. Intel. So this Intel here, and as you can see, was nicely trading between $60 and $62, and then suddenly plummeted down to $50. So there is some overnight risk, and with day trading, you don't have this overnight risk. So let me go back here, and let's continue with the pros of day trading. Well, number 3, definitely it is an adrenaline kick, right? I mean, you know that you can make hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands of dollars, depending on your account size, in a matter of minutes. So it can be very addictive here. It definitely gives you the adrenaline kick, and this is why people love day trading. Now, number 4, the other thing with day trading, there's no overthinking, and here's why. When day trading, you have to make a decision in a split second. I mean, the markets don't pause for you. The markets are moving, so the markets are moving quickly. And when you see an opportunity, you need to jump on it right away. And this is why some people love day trading, because this way they don't have the tendency to overthink. Because I don't know about you, some people suffer from analysis paralysis. Now, with day trading, you cannot do this. With day trading, there's no analysis paralysis, because if you snooze, you lose. Now, originally, I thought that they have 5 pros, but honestly, I ran out of pros. So these are the 4 major pros based on my experience that I see. And you see, in the beginning of my trading career, I used to day trade a lot. These days, as I have been trading way more, many, many years, and as I'm getting older, I'm 50 years old right now, I prefer swing trading. So, but let's talk about day trading and also the cons of day trading, because there are some disadvantages. Now, first of all, when day trading, it might require $25,000 to day trade. Now, why do I say it might require on it? First of all, this is only true when you're trading stocks and options, and it is only true when you're trading in a margin account. If you're trading in a cash account, the pattern day trading rule, so I'm writing this down here, the PDT does not apply. By the way, I will do another video on the pattern day trading rule, because it's a very misunderstood rule here. Anyhow, thus far, is this helpful? Because if it is, before I continue, do me a favor and click on like really quick. This way I know that this video is valuable to you and helpful. Okay, so, and again, $25,000 for you, it might not be a problem. Other traders are struggling with coming up with $25,000. So what is another con? Another con is that you can use a smaller stop, but with a smaller stop, it also means that you will have smaller profits. Now, let me explain this to you, because this is where I want to spend a minute and show you exactly what it means. Some people don't understand this relation. So I want to go back here to the charts. I want to go to Microsoft. So let's bring up Microsoft. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So Microsoft today jumped, but this is a daily chart of Microsoft. Now, at the very bottom here, you see an indicator that is called the average daily range. What does it mean? The average daily range means, let me write this down here. How much does a stock move on average from the high of the day to the low of the day? And right now, the average daily range in Microsoft is $4.60. So this means that when you're swing trading, your stop loss, of course, need to be at least $4.60. Otherwise, you will get stopped out. Now, here's a rule of thumb that I personally like to use. If I use this as a stop loss, I want to see twice as much as a profit target. So here in this case, I'm looking for 2 times the stop loss, okay, as my profit target. So this means my profit target is $9.20. Now, if you're trading 100 shares, only 100 shares of Microsoft, then you know this is per 1 share. It would be $460 as a stop loss on 100 shares and $920 as a profit target. Now, let's take a look at a 5-minute chart. This is what day traders do. They're looking at a 5-minute chart. Here you see a 5-minute chart of today. And you see that if you're trading on a 5-minute chart, and let's say that you're trading the breakout right here above, let's say, 214 let's do it here, 214.50. So let's just say, I'm putting it in here, breakout of 214.50. I mean, you get the idea. Where would you place your stop loss? I mean, you can place your stop loss at probably just right here. So a rather small stop loss of maybe around 213. See, this could be here, your stop loss at 213. So this means your stop loss is only $1.50. But this is where you get the idea. If you're applying a stop loss of only $1.50, you could only, how do you spell stop loss? You could only make around $3 because as you can see, we haven't even scratched, well, barely scratched $217 here. So it is very, very important that you understand the smaller the time frame, the smaller your stop loss, and therefore also the smaller your profit targets. So keep this in mind here. Okay, now what is another con of day trading? Well, it can be very addictive because day trading for some people is almost like a slot machine, right? So you had a few trades and they were bad trades. Okay, you just put on another trade here. So I've seen people wiping out their account because they got addicted to day trading. Well, when you're swing trading, like I prefer doing these days, you only place a trade a day. And after this, you're done and you can relax. Okay, so what is another thing? Another con is that you have no time to think. And again, this can be a pro because you can avoid overthinking, but it also leads to impulsive trading. And this is what I see many traders are doing, especially day traders, that they are trading impulsively because they see that the market starts moving and now they're scared that the market might run away. And so they quickly buy and they often buy at the high. So no time to think can be a pro, but it can also be a con because this leads to impulsive trading. And usually impulsive trading never worked for me. Okay, anyhow, so let's talk about a fifth con that I see here. And this is the risk of overtrading or also revenge trading. So what do I mean by this? Especially when a day trader starts in the morning and has a few losing trades here, the trader might say, oh, if I just trade more, I will make back the money that I lost. And I don't know about you, what I experienced when I still did this, when I was over trading or revenge trading, usually when I had a bad day, it just got worse. And this is where I see many traders wiping out their account, day traders, by just over trading, revenge trading, and actually doing a lot of impulsive trading here, also doubling down. So these are the main pros and cons that, based on my experience, my own trading that I experienced. So let me give you a quick summary here, but let me ask you, has this been helpful thus far? Because if it is, do me a favor and click on like really quick. But let's talk about a summary because I said, when is day trading for you? Well, I actually want to say day trading is not for you if, okay? So it is not for you if you like to analyze your trades, right? And think about it before you enter. So if you want to just take some time and say, all right, so let me take a look at the trade and let me think about where will I place my profit target and my stop loss, then day trading is not for you because the markets don't pause for you. The markets just keep moving. And especially these days, the markets can be moving fast. So day trading is also not for you if you might have an addiction problem. And hey, you know yourself best, right? I mean, do you think that you could get addicted to day trading? Most people can, and no addiction is a good addiction, right? I mean, you know this. In general, it's better when you're not addicted to anything. Now, lastly, day trading is not for you if you easily get stressed or overwhelmed. Again, you know yourself better. So are you easily overwhelmed? Because if so, then day trading might not be for you because again, it's super fast. It's like driving on the German highway with 180 miles per hour. You get the idea. So if you're an experienced driver, it is fun. But if you easily get overwhelmed, then day trading might not be for you. So let me just ask you, has this been helpful at all? Because if so, do me a favor and like this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, then click on the subscribe button and also click the little bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video. And if you have a friend who is wondering, should he be day trading or not? Because again, these days it is very, very popular. Please share this video with everybody who you think might find this helpful. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, good. So we are taking this video here, and Asia will cut it out. But right now, I want to take some time and take your questions. But I also want to take a quick sip of coffee on this wonderful Monday, the first trading day in August, starting off the August with a bang here. Okay, good. Let's take a look at the questions here. Okay, so here's just, before we dive into day trading, Frank said, the problem with Kodak is that you can't sell the stock. I tried at $40 and wasn't allowed. I don't know why you wouldn't be allowed to take profit. So maybe this is where you ran into the pattern day trading rule. But Frank, if you want to sell it, unless trading is halted, you should be able to sell it here. Anyhow, so good to see everybody. L3 said, received my mug today. Thanks. You're very welcome. Post a picture of the mug in the Facebook VIP group. And then Ron says, mostly I've been scalping, great cash. Again, Ron, I mean, I'm not saying that day trading is bad. I'm not saying day trading is evil at all. I say absolutely it is possible to make a lot of money with day trading. I just want to know, before you go into day trading, what does it mean, right? I mean, and what to expect when day trading. For whom is it and for whom is it not? And Ron, I mean, we've been talking about it a few times. So day trading seems to work out really well for you. Okay. So my Ibiza 2009 says, hello, Marcus. Thank you so much for your book. You're welcome. Took several weeks to arrive to Spain. I know right now international shipping is crazy, but I'm so glad that you got it. You're going to love it. By the way, if you're wondering what my Ibiza is talking about, this is a book, and I'll be happy to ship you a free copy. And this is a book that I've wrote. If you go to my website, there's a link right here. All I ask is that you cover shipping and handling, which is $4.95, and I'll be happy to ship it to you. Anyhow, let's say Sean says, in and out, and I love it. I mean, absolutely. That's a great thing with day trading, right? You get in, you get out, and immediately you know whether you were right or wrong. I mean, it's very gratifying, and this is what I said. It provides instant results here. So you see instantly whether you were right or wrong. And hey, I used to day trade a lot. I mean, wow. In the beginning of my trading career, I want to say from 2000 all the way up to 2000, maybe 15. So for 15 years, heavily day trading. Just recently, I personally decided that for me, swing trading is a little bit better. But again, everybody's different. That's why I'm doing the video, to show you the differences, and also appreciate your comments and sharing your experiences. Yeah, I mean, Sean says swing trades are great too. Whatever is best for your personality. There is no best way to trade. There's only the best way for you to trade. And this is based on your personality. That's why we talked about it, right? If you like to analyze your trades, day trading might not be to you. If you think that you could have an addiction problem with day trading, then it's not for you. If you easily get stressed and overwhelmed, it's not for you. Anyhow, so this is why I wanted to show this to you, and hope that this helps you. Okay, so Caleb is asking, are cash accounts so bad? No, actually, cash accounts are not bad. If you have a cash account and you're day trading, the day trading pattern rule does not apply to you. The thing is, you don't have any leverage. And when you know what you're doing, leverage is a good thing. Now, always keep in mind, leverage is a double-edged sword, and it can work for you and against you. But you see, if you have $50,000 and you put it in an account, and it is a margin account, and your broker gives you $100,000 to trade with in buying power, I don't think it's a bad thing, right? I mean, why not? But I'm not saying that you must have a margin account. I personally love margin accounts. All of my accounts are margin accounts, I believe. all but one. No, all of them are margin accounts. So anyhow. So Charlie says, I'd highly not suggest day trading. Swing trading options while collecting premiums, it's where it's at. I've been doing it for years. Again, Chadley, I mean, you see, that's your experience, and I appreciate you sharing it. You see that Ron and Sean said they're loving it and they're successful. That's what I'm saying. There is no one size fits all. There's no one strategy. See, I have my trading strategies that work really well for me. And yes, I agree. I love selling premiums, but I also love buying calls and buying puts. And I'm doing really well with both of them. I do love to place debit spreads on the SPX. So there's multiple ways. And this is why I'm doing the show. So that you see the strategies that I personally trade and then can decide which one is for you and which one you want to dive into. Okay. Good. And Ron said it. Yeah, be smart. Don't overtrade. That's the key. And you know how easy it is to fall into the trap of overtrading, right? So it requires a lot of discipline. So you have to be disciplined when day trading because otherwise you fall into the trap of overtrading. Yeah, Sean says the same. I mean, Sean, also a day trader, you have to keep your emotions in check or you will get hurt. Yeah, because it is very, very easy to fall into the trap of overtrading and revenge trading. You see, especially with revenge trading, it's always that we think, okay, it's us against the markets. Okay, so market, you owe me. You took money from me. The market doesn't owe you anything, right? I mean, the market can give you money. The market can take money away from you. You got to be smart here. So absolutely. Appreciate the comment here. Okay. So Jerry Jung says, if you have to prep to day trade, I mean, of course, with every single style of trading, it doesn't matter what you're trading, JR. Whether you're day trading or you're swing trading, whether you're trading stocks or options or futures or Forex, you must have a plan. And so your plan must contain the three elements. First of all, what do you trade? Number two, when do you get in? Number three, when do you get out, right? And when do you get out means with the loss, because losses happen, and also with the profit. So a trading plan can be fairly simple. You know me, I have shown you my trading plans. They fit on one page, but they always have these three main elements. What to trade, right? What stock or option or futures markets or Forex pair. Number two, when exactly do you enter based on indicators, based on breakouts, based on news, whatever it might be. And number three, when do you exit? Anyhow, good. And Triva says, that is true. It could be an addiction problem. Absolutely. Agree. Now, Edward says, I'm certainly not a day trader. And again, this is where I appreciate the feedback here. And again, I'm not saying that you have to do one or the other. And I actually despise the people who try to tell you, if you don't trade this way, you will lose money. You know the ads, right? You receive the email where they say, oh, don't do this. You have to do this. No, you have to figure out what works best for you. You see, it's like with everything in life. You know, I have two children. So I've my son Julius. He's 17 years old right now, and he is great in math, physics, chemistry, computer programming. That's his thing. He's not good at languages. His handwriting is atrocious, and his spelling is, thank God for autocorrect. And he knows this. Now, on the other hand, my daughter, Vivian, she is 15. She's an artist. I mean, she is drawing amazing, right? Super creative, very good in languages, and she's okay with math. So everybody is different, like my kids, right? You might be great in math, or maybe you're more of the creative person. And this is where maybe you're more of a day trader, or maybe swing trading is for you. But yeah, so I love this, Mike. I heard it before. If at first you don't succeed, then parachuting is not for you. You're absolutely right. Hey, Todd, so good to see you here. Todd actually sent me a tip earlier that I want to show you as well. Todd, thank you very much. Let me switch over to the screen, because what I did, I use TradingView a lot, as you know. And in order to enter a new symbol, I always first navigate to this box here where I enter a new symbol. Now, here's what Todd said this morning. So he sent me a message and said, you know what? Anywhere you want, you can just start typing. And so I tried it. And you know what? it works. I don't have to navigate to the box. Anyhow, old habits die slowly. So I can type anywhere and bring up any stock, index, whatever I want. Anyhow, pretty cool. Thanks for sharing this tip, Todd. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Ron said I stayed away from Kodak, and so you should, right? I mean, I don't want to bash Robinhood traders, but there are many people opening Robinhood accounts who don't know what they're doing. And we talked about it before. This is where you have this website, RobinTrack, where you see the leaderboard, the most popular stocks here. If you look at it, for example, Apple, when most Robinhood users started buying, not Apple, American Airlines, AAL, you see it here, right here, when it was not going anywhere. So it seems that looking at Robinhood users, they seem to be more impulsive. Not all of them. So don't get me wrong. I mean, if you have a Robinhood user account and you're watching this channel, because you're probably super smart. But it seems that many Robinhood users are gamblers who don't know what is happening here. And this is where you see the popularity changes. Whenever you see in the last 24 hours, you have a lot of people, for example, right now jumping into ADT. See, last 24 hours, 16,975 Robinhood users bought ADT shares. Almost 17,000. You want to take a look at ADT? Want to see what happened to ADT? Let's take a look at ADT. So ADT this morning, there were the news that Google buys, I think it was a minority stake in them. So look at this. This is a daily chart. So this morning, ADT opened up here, went all the way higher, and then lowered. Let's switch to a 5-minute chart. This is what happened today. So this morning, it opened up, moved higher, and now you see from coming from $17 to $13.50. What do you think when most people bought it? It's very, very similar. This year, it looks so similar to Kodak, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Anyhow, where were we? A little bit of a rant here. Okay, Ron said staying away from Kodak. Okay, and John says perhaps day trading would be okay if one had strict rules and strategy. John, great comment. And it's not only about having strict rules and a strategy. You also need to execute it. And this is where often day traders fail because they get caught up in the heat of the moment. They see something moving. They want to jump right on it, right? And this is where I see more day traders abandoning their trading plan than swing traders. It seems that swing traders are better in sticking to their plan. See, again, there's two things to it: having a plan and executing the plan, sticking to it. Anyhow, so Don said, I love trading, but when I tried day trading, my hands shook really bad. Not for me. I remember at the very beginning when I started day trading, I was dreaming of charts. I was dreaming of bars flying in. I mean, for weeks, I was dreaming about it. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was stressed. So in the beginning, it sure wasn't for me. Good. So this is where Barcelona asks, can you utilize the PowerX strategy to day trade? I know that some people are day trading the PowerX strategy. I personally don't. So I can just tell you, Barcelona, what I heard from others, they say they use the PowerX strategy for day trading and it works really well for them. So this is where Todd says, do you still recommend the simple strategy for day trading? You see, the simple strategy is very, very similar to the PowerX strategy. The simple strategy uses 3 indicators: MACD, RSI, and Bollinger Bands. The PowerX strategy uses 3 indicators: MACD, RSI, and stochastics. Do you see? So they have a lot in common here. So therefore, yes, absolutely, you can use the simple strategy for day trading right now, although the markets are crazy. I haven't been day trading since February. I think the last time I day traded is February. Right now it's August, so it has been 6 months. And you know what? I'm actually loving it, not day trading. Anyhow, Jim says, getting ready for Isaiah's to arrive here in Carolina Beach, listening to Coffee with Markus. Be safe, okay? Good, good, good. Yeah, Nicole said it. Stay safe. So Trivia says, can we use option as day or weekly tradings? Yeah, you can day trade options. I don't. I love to trade weekly options. You see some of the options that I'm trading right now. Let me just show it to you. You know it for those of you who are trading the wheel. So this morning I issued Marriott as a power alert, power income alert for the wheel. So right now, Marriott is a little bit down, but as you can see, overall, the positions that we have for the wheel are doing really well. I mean, when did we start trading it? Not even 8 days ago. I mean, it hasn't been even 2 weeks, and already up thus far, $725. So not too bad. And all of these are all weekly options, Treva, because you asked about it. So these are all options that expire this Friday. So I'm not day trading options, but I love trading weekly options here. Great questions. Let's see. Caleb says, 15 years of day trading, was it working well at the time? I'm pretty sure that it still is. And it was just my style at that time. And see, as everybody has different phases in their life, I mean, might have happened to you that a few years ago you really loved doing something and you've been doing it almost every day, and now you decided not to do it anymore. So same with me and day trading. Right now, my main focus is on swing trading. I'm loving it. Not saying that I will not go back to day trading, but right now, at this phase in my life, it's a bit easier because you see, for example, I also love to travel. Recently, I haven't been able to travel, but I will travel next week. Next week, I'm actually taking my kids to Germany. So we'll be there for probably a couple of weeks in Germany, visiting family there. And see, I can still swing trade while traveling. Day trading, very challenging. You need a high speed internet connection, you need multiple monitors. So for my lifestyle, the way how I want to live life right now, day trading would be more like a job because you have to be in front of your computer every day. With swing trading, super easy. It's just 15, 20 minutes and then I'm done. With day trading, to spend an hour, 2 hours in front of the computer every day. All right, anyhow, Gwen says, hey, read the book over the weekend. Thank you so much. Thanks for reading it. Did you like it? Was it good? All right. Pamela says, do you trade futures? I used to, a lot. I mean, this is basically how most of my trading career, I've been day trading futures markets. I've been day trading crude oil, gold, the bonds, and then, of course, the indices like the mini S&P, the mini Dow, the mini NASDAQ, even the Russell. So, yep, a lot. Pipper is asking, did you make most of your money while day trading? No, I made a lot of money while day trading. I don't want to say that it was more than swing trading. It was just at that time I was very focused on day trading. And you know, what you focus on, expand. So if I'm spending most of my time day trading, then of course I'll make more money than on my swing trading. So I spend easily 80% of my time on day trading. There were even months when I didn't swing trade. So which one is more profitable? Which one is more lucrative? I believe that both are equally lucrative. I believe that both can make you a lot of money, and with both, you can also lose a lot of money. I do believe that there's a higher chance of losing money when you're day trading than swing trading. Just an opinion. And yeah, Ron says options can be great. That is my side job. So William is asking, what are you doing? So what I'm doing is two things. So first of all, I am trading the PowerX strategy. That's what I do every day. I'm using my software, the PowerX Optimizer, to find the best stocks to trade, and then I buy calls and puts for this. This is one of the things that I do. Secondly, I'm trading the wheel, and I did a video training series on this. We'll link to it in the description so that you know it. We actually can link to both of it. I've set up a website. It's called mytradingroutine.com. And on this website, you see how I use the PowerX strategy to trade every day. So you'll see there, I think it's like a 35-minute video. And then we also have a playlist for you about the wheel, which is another trading strategy that I'm trading right now. So right now, these are the two main strategies. There's one more. I love doing debit spreads on SPX options. So that is a third strategy that I'm trading right now. Anyhow, good. So Roger says, can you day trade options? Yes, you can. It's difficult. I think it's difficult, but yes, you can absolutely do that. Charlie says, be careful with trading futures. Can be very addicting. Didn't work out for me. And again, everybody's different. Worked out really well for me. But again, when I was younger. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be day trading when you're 50 years like I am or older. I'm just saying everybody has different phases in their life. We already talked about this. So Zia says, a very important comment here. I'm afraid to lose money in day trading because I don't know when to enter and when to exit. Back to the basics, right? I mean, you must have a trading plan that shows you what to trade, even when you day trade. Even when you day trade futures, what markets do you trade? Number 2, when exactly do you enter? Number 3, when do you exit? So important. Get the book. I'll be happy to ship you a free copy. As you know, all I ask is that you cover shipping and handling, which is $4.95. No strings attached. Link in the description. Anyhow. Good. All right. So, Charlie, yeah, to each his own, as they say. You got to figure out what works for you. And this is why I highly recommend that you paper trade first. Trade on a simulator so that you see what works best for you. So, hope that helps. Yobi is asking, what is the website URL for one that you've shown with the number of Robinhood users? Let me bring it up again. It is called RobinTrack. RobinTrack.net. There it is. Let me just see. See, RobinTrack.net. That is the URL of the website. Don't know what for you want it. I mean, I find it amusing. It would be probably a cool strategy if somebody wants to try it to actually bet against Robinhood users. So whatever you see here as popularity changes, for example, if you see that today 40,000 people bought Microsoft today, would be 40,000 Robinhood users put Microsoft in their account. Would be interesting to see what happens if you short Microsoft right now. Just curious. Not saying that this is a good strategy. Would be interesting if somebody did that. Okay. Good. So H-Waiter says, perfect time to use wheels on ADT and Kodak. I wouldn't. I would stay away from crazy stocks. So if you're familiar with the wheel strategy, and again, I'll put a playlist in the description. I like to do stocks that go either sideways or have an uptrend. And neither ADT nor Kodak right now has an uptrend. So let's take a look at this again. Again, we're talking about stocks that are going either sideways or have an uptrend. I don't see it here at Kodak, and I also don't see this with ADT, because we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, here's what I think, and very important. Trade what you see, not what you think. But if you want to have my 2 cents, I believe that tomorrow ADT will go back into the $10 to $11 range. So, and going back into the $10 to $11 range would mean, in terms of percentage drop, dropping between 20 and 25%. That is my prediction. Don't act on this. I don't even act on this because I trade what I see, not what I think. But this is what I think will happen, just so that you know. Okay, good. So yeah, I mean, AD says ADT has been awesome PowerX. Yes, because we did issue a signal to buy it right here. According to the PowerX strategy, you would have bought it. Let me just bring it up right here. Let's actually go to PowerX Optimizer. So PowerX Optimizer, ADT, oops. Yeah, so this was a PowerX signal. However, a few days ago at 8.53. So PowerX Optimizer identified it at $8.53. So if you got in, and I know that many of you did, and then this morning it suddenly opened at $14, where you almost doubled, tripled, quadrupled, quintupled your money, that was a good day, right? I mean, who woke up this morning to a surprise where you suddenly saw, whoa, I have a lot of money in my account? Who woke up to this morning? That was fun, right? Okay. So Diesel is saying, any opinion on day trading using trailing stop loss? You can, but you see, especially when day trading, I think working with profit targets, that's what I used to do. If I would day trade right now, I would work with a fixed stop loss and a profit target. I would move my stop loss as soon as I see 2/3 of my profit target. So as an example, if my profit target is $150 and my stop loss would be $75, if I see that out of the $150 that I want to make, that I already realized $100, I would move my stop loss to break even. But really, super easy, super simple, nothing fancy here. Anyhow, so Wante is asking, what scanner do you use? This is where I have my own software. It's called the PowerX Optimizer, because the PowerX Optimizer is not only a scanner, but it also shows me when exactly to enter. You remember the three things: what to trade. This is what a scanner does. When to enter, when to exit. It shows me that, and it also gives me the performance that if I had traded this stock according to the PowerX strategy, what would I have expected over the past year? How much money would I have made? So here, for example, on a $10,000 account, I would have made $14,000, so 142% ROI. If you would like to know more about the PowerX Optimizer, I've set up a website, mytradingroutine.com, where you see how I'm using the software, how I'm using the scanner, and why it is so important for me that I have all this other information, and no other charting software has been able to give me that information. This is why I invested, I believe by now it is $750,000 easily, probably even more, into developing this software. And it's very powerful. I could not imagine my life as a trader without that software. I mean, I don't know if I would still trade if you would take the software away from me. I use it every single day, and it has helped my trading so dramatically. All right. So good to see everybody. Oh my gosh, time is flying when you're having fun. Can't you believe it? So really appreciate you being here. We'll be back here on Wednesday. By the way, this week is all about, let me give you a preview. This week is all about, should I do this and this? Today we talked about, should I day trade? On Wednesday, we will talk about, should I trade Forex? And on Friday, we'll talk about, should I trade cryptocurrencies? Because these are questions that I get all the time. So make sure, if you enjoyed this video, to subscribe to the channel. This way, you will get notified whenever I release a new video, or I'll get live. And make sure to hit the like button. Again, this week it's all about should you, and I'll show you the pros and cons so that you can make an informed decision whether this is for you or not. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.